Greetings from New York City. I've booked myself a Megabus ticket to Philadelphia today, and it was early morning. I've got here, and I got myself a sausage and egg cheese roll this morning because I was quite hungry, and I'm off to Philadelphia this morning on Megabus, which is on 34th Street between 10th and 11th, and you can just see the buses over here. There's a line there to Washington, there's a Baltimore one that I can see, and I'll be going on the Philadelphia one. Just have a little bit further up actually. I just want to see where else they go to, but there's a number of destinations there. Boston as well, I can see there's the Philadelphia one on the right hand side, which is the one that I'll be getting on the Megabus. Like I said, I had a few choices actually on which to travel: Greyhound buses, Megabus, or Amtrak train. Amtrak train was probably the shortest, and I will do an Amtrak journey sooner or later on this trip, but I wanted to try what this Megabus was like, and I want to see where the connections are to actually, because the Washington one is showing different connections. I'm actually planning to go to Washington as well, so I'll see what transport I will take. But for the Philadelphia one, it doesn't say any connections there, so that's the stop that I've got to go to. But I'll show you exactly what this Megabus journey is like to Philadelphia, because I'm looking forward to visiting Philadelphia, and it's been a good few days in New York City actually. I've enjoyed my time here. I'm coming back here as well because I've got a flight from here, so I'll keep you updated as to how this Megabus journey is from New York City to Philadelphia. Just on board the Megabus here, and it was actually quite hot inside, so it's a good thing they've turned the air conditioning on. You can probably see that control there. It's got quite a bit of air coming down from it, which is good because it's quite hot in the train itself. I'm just having a look to see if they're going to be making the departure soon, because it's late by about a few minutes, so I don't want to sit here any longer than I have to, because I want to get to Philadelphia and see what Philadelphia has got to offer me, because it's been hectic in New York, and I'm on this Megabus, which you can see it's pretty standard seating, I guess. It's nothing to write home about. I wish I'd booked the train now, to be honest, but I wanted to see what it was like, and hopefully I will book a train journey as well, just to see what the Amtrak's like. So from Philadelphia to somewhere, I will book a train and see what that's like, but I just want to keeping an eye actually as to how long they'll be, because the later it gets, the later I'll get into Philadelphia. I don't fancy sitting on the bus for a few hours, and this journey itself is about 2 hours long, which isn't too bad really. I'm just complaining for the sake of it. There's far worse places that I could be in the world, I guess, so I should stop complaining really. This bus stop, actually Megabus's bus stop, is located quite close to the 11th Avenue, 34th Street. So I stopped on the 123 line at Penn Station, 34th Penn Station, and walked down from there, about a 5-minute walk from there. So it's pretty easy to get to, and I've got to say that the good thing is the bus stop is actually out of the way. That makes it easier actually to get to, because some of the streets and avenues inside are quite crowded. Actually, we've made our departure. It's only a few minutes late really. I was whinging for the sake of it, whinging for the sake of whinging, and it's going to be heading out of New York and heading south towards
Morning.
Philadelphia.
Just a reminder, we do have 2 stops in Philadelphia. 2 stops. First stop will be 6th to Market near the Visitor Center. 6th to Market's first, and then Schuylkill on Walnut for the 30th Street station.
Schuylkill and Walnut. What an interesting name that is, but that's not the station I'm stopping at. I'm stopping on the Market Street one because I'm staying close to there actually. So there's Scootle and Walnut. However interesting that may sound, I'm not actually going there. So it's actually quite a nice day actually to be travelling in, and the sky is quite blue. It's actually the warmest day since I've been in New York City, since I've arrived in the US. And hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully the weather stays fine, because then you can sightsee. So like I was saying, the Megabus stop very close to the Hudson. Like I said, it's out of the way, which is good, because if you've got luggage with you, and I only got hand luggage with me to be honest, it's quite easy in a location where it's out of the way and it's quiet and it's easy to get to. So for that, I'll give Megabus a round of applause for that. But just want to keep an idea as to where I am actually. It's not too far from the vessel, Hudson Yards, the Edge, Little Island. Those are the kinds of attractions, High Line. Those are the kind of attractions and sites that are near this Megabus stop. But so far I'm impressed actually with this Megabus location and departure as well. Actually, I was whinging actually for the sake of it, a few minutes late. I take that back, I take that all back actually. I was getting ahead of myself, so far so good. The seating, like I say, I'll just run with no seats, but I wasn't expecting first class seats on a Airbus or a Boeing, to be honest. And just keeping an eye out on where I am, because I'm not sure which way we are heading towards Philadelphia, if there are several routes. So because I've never done this journey by bus before to Philadelphia, I'm a bit sort of in the unknown really, and I'm hoping that I am able to spot which direction we're going. The Lincoln Tunnel's further ahead, and it says there's a sign there actually, the Lincoln Tunnel. The bus itself is not that crowded today, this morning. Most of the seats in fact are quite empty, and there was a Washington one that I passed early on, and that was actually busy. So actually more people want to get to Washington, so maybe I should get to Washington as well next. Let's see what the trips bring. When you don't plan, you have a rough idea of what you might see, where you might want to go, but when nothing's planned and you improvise. I was actually thinking of going to Boston this morning, but then I looked at the bus journey, and that was 4 hours 14 minutes I think, and I thought 4 hours 14 minutes of a bus, that's like for going from the UK to almost reaching Egypt. So yeah, Egypt is about a 5-hour flight from the UK, from London Heathrow. So I thought, hang on, I don't want to stay that long in a bus. So a 2-hour journey to Philadelphia it is. Nothing against Boston, mind you. Although I may do a trip actually into Boston, or I might do a separate one via going from Heathrow to Boston Logan and see what that's like. Just heading towards the Lincoln Tunnel now. A bit of a few bumps there actually. So let's see what this journey brings as we go further into the hinterland of the United States. Greetings from Philadelphia. I've just got off the Megabus, and I have to say it was quite a good journey. There was a bit of a delay because there was traffic due to an overturned lorry and overturned truck, but there were a few rescue vehicles on the highway as well, so it took a bit of time for that to clear up. And I'm in Philadelphia now, and Megabus, would I take the Megabus journey again? I would. It's pretty comfortable, I have to say, and hassle-free, I guess, no nonsense travel, which is what I like. And I'm in Philadelphia now, and hopefully I'll get to enjoy what Philadelphia's got to offer. From Philadelphia, the Megabus journey. It's a good buy.